In an existence that attempts to capture a person's special moments through technology and gadgets, the human psyche is always seeking that big thing in their life. Be it through some measure of success, the approval of others, the attainment of a goal, or the beautification of certain objects, we are constantly ensnared by a conveyor belt of short-lived pleasures and temporary crutches to feed value to our lives. Meaningless or not, our lives spiral out of control in this cycle, and every time we are rescued by the comfort of a fellow human being or the enlightenment of a higher power or cause. But what happens before that? What is in us that dictates who we are? Let us find out. It is in our nature to follow a path or a code. We are born to do something, and when we don't have one, we look to satisfy ourselves. In many ways, we have this thing within us to always be in the mood for something, to always do something, to keep ourselves in action. And so when we don't have a noble desire or a purpose or a goal bestowed upon us, we take it upon ourselves to provide that through our physical bodies or whatever society has provided for us. We seek a void to lock ourselves in because in our deepest wishes, we desire that a blinding light of purpose will come and save us. As if some knight in shining armor will just go into our lives and swoop us out of our misery. Or for the men out there, maybe it's this girl that answers everything we have, every question, every undying curiosity, because we think that maybe this person entered our lives. It is for a reason that it will eclipse every other doubt inside of us or whatever people put in us. But it's not like that. So like our main character Spike Spiegel and his adventures in space, that purpose, that meaning may be through traveling around the world, a partner, a vocation, or through service that we find an ailment to our inevitable disease. Can our life be predicted and set up? And if so, does that mean that it serves no other value than to exist? That is a question I always have within me or by others, because such a question is integral to our experience. We do not know what will happen to us if we die. That is the different thought and belief that emanates within us to answer that question. Is it God? Is it the void? Is it nothingness? Or do we just suffer after this existence? Our life consists of both ideas in reality and in our heads. We know that we will die one day, that it's our bitter fate, but it's our freedom to grab a short-lived experience and fill it with what we declare as our personal freedom. In keeping our own freedom, we dismiss the notion of fate and its machinations, but we acknowledge that we are limited agents of chaos and change, that eventually we must return to order in the default existence. One of the main characters, Faye Valentine, experiences an existential crisis that impacts the series going onward. She gets into an accident that puts her in a coma for 50 years, causing an amnesia, keeping her stuck in her childlike state, unable to become a woman. Because of that, she is unsure of her identity. In that amnesia, in that unfamiliarity to her current state in the future, she is now an alien to Spike and Jet and the others because she lives in a time that was long gone. She lived in a time where her family and her friends were there. But now that she is in the future, where everyone is old, where everyone withered, where everyone died, she is alone. She is now stuck trying to figure out who she is, what her identity is. Now see, one's own identity is shaped by their own actions and environment. What is man's today becomes another's tomorrow as we affect each other. However, we are the judges of our own experiences, and it is within us to choose the moments that shape the rest of our lives. What could be traumatic for another that could change their life could be for me a moment to learn and reflect and to simply adjust to what is necessary. For somebody, letting go of this one person could be the most defining moment of another's life. Or for someone, this event that happens in their community, in their society, can be every day for another. It is within us to discern what experience changes us for our lives. By the end of the anime, Faye has regained a sense of who she was before her 50-year coma. However, she is now alone, as the man she has formed a connection with has went away. Our main character, Spike Spiegel, is a man stuck in the past. His regrets and failures are always behind him, keeping him prisoner to the harshness of what has happened. Spike Spiegel is a man who keeps things, who has his own secrets. He's not willing to open up, he's not willing to let go. The past and its harshness and its violence has kept him in there with no bail or no way out. Because here's the thing, he is his own prison. He is his own guard. He keeps himself locked up. His lover Julia and his enemy Vicious keep him from truly moving on. In spite of the good that has happened to Spike and his experiences now, he remains reserved to his memories, a reminder of this dark past he holds within him. Because of his past, Spike is at odds with the concept of moving away from what has happened and truly living in the present. Despite his shared history with Jet, another main character, they never get to truly know each other deep within. His restraints with love also cause him to never fully trust Faye, only becoming an acquaintance. Cowboy Bebop takes place in space, where ships and planets decorate the vast cosmos of nothingness. It is a stark reminder of how lonely it is for our three main characters, Spike, Faye, and Jet. Each one of them have their own past, have their own history, and it is through those that they are connected. However, it is through those past, those histories, that they can never truly be together. They are simply three individuals in the same ship, uncovering what happened, why they got there, and trying to patch themselves up to something they can never truly recover out of. It is a lovely yet depressing thing to know that you can be with a person every day, no matter how long you choose, but you can never open your whole life bare for them to see. There are secrets and thoughts that you'll have to keep for your sake, or theirs. Solitude calls to comfort our pain of moving on and being with another person. Solitude is a kiss to the undying cheek of misery we all have in our hearts. Our existence is something we have to bear. You're gonna carry that weight after all. Thank you for watching.